Okay, it's time once again to get absolutely macro bullish on XRP. Why? Two big events today that we're going to talk about in this video. One directly related to the SEC and the other, well, Ripple's new direction that could bring a whopping massive amount, $41 billion. Potentially you can grow into 100 billion into the Ripple ecosystem. All of that in this video. If you want to keep up to date with the latest and greatest in cryptocurrency, you know what to do. Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget though, turn the notification bell on to all. That means you're updated on our latest content as well as our daily live streams, 4 p.m. Eastern. You do not want to miss a beat. With that being said, let's get into this video. So let's talk about the big news coming out of the SEC. And once again, it absolutely aligns to the fact that I think this whole case is getting thrown out and we are going to move into a new era when it comes to both Ripple and obviously their native token of XRP. Now, for many of you that have been around this channel, you'll know exactly what this is, going all the way back to the August 7th, 2024, which was the appeal based on the SEC to Ripple. And you'll notice here, George Dorado Terrario, he was the person that signed this. He was the basic person that was like, yes, let's go after Ripple. We want to appeal against it. And in a very interesting twist of events, he's currently left the SEC. Absolutely crazy. SEC resigns Chief Litigating Counsel. George Terrario impacted Ripple and Coinbase cases. Here's the crazy bit. They've actually moved him to the IT section of the SEC. It says here, February 5th, 2025, the Wall Street Journal reported that the SEC has reassigned its Chief Litigating Counsel, George Terrario, from handling high-profile cryptocurrency lawsuits to the agency's IT department. I mean, how do you go from being the person litigating against XRP, one of the biggest injustices in cryptocurrency history, to basically going to look after computers? I mean, it's pretty wild. The move was announced at 10 a.m. Eastern and the news quickly spread across cryptocurrency news outlets. Immediately following the announcement, Ripple XRP saw a significant price surge with its value increase from 85 cents to 92 within the first hour. Pretty interesting. Similarly, Coinbase native token Coinbase Wrapped experienced a 3% rise, moving from $3,200 to $3,296. Pretty crazy if you think about how all that plays out. Obviously, some of those price values will be slightly different, but more importantly here, this is where it gets bullish and more importantly, very interesting as this plays out. Endless Terror did break this news earlier on today. So again, very interesting that the person litigating the XRP case now looks after the computers. Absolutely wild. And then as if by a stroke of genius, as if by something that just comes out of the cards of the playbook of XRP, we get this. Ripple's new move into the custody sector, which is very, very interesting actually. Potentially $100 billion. Why is this important? Well, we're seeing more and more advancement of the XRPL. We're seeing more and more in RWA, financial instruments, stocks, bonds, ETFs. We just did Block Talk, our Wednesday night space, in which we had a number of people talking about why this is such an important part. But XRP now looking to get into this custody services market, which opens up the door once again, guess what, to the finance industry and to capitalize on budding technologies. Very interesting. So let's talk a little bit about what it is. Well, ultimately, digital asset custodians absolutely set out to both protect bank-grade infrastructure, robust regulatory compliance, and ultimately seamless around-the-clock usability. Very, very interesting. Ripple ultimately, though, is going to provide a premiere for how crypto custodies can position themselves in the forefront of the industry as digital assets continue to transform the financial market. Everything you hear right now coming out of Ripple is about the financial market. So let's talk about what that could look like and why it's important. So beyond basic capabilities, custodians that deploy an institutional grade solution like Ripple Custody, enabling customizable control over operating and security models, including flexible deployment of management of private keys. This also could include things like tokenized securities, RWA, cryptocurrency custody, trading wallets, for institutions and for retail investors. You start getting to the realms of things like ETFs and much more, maybe even sovereign wealth funds, reserve assets, very crazy. Robust compliance controls, advanced governance frameworks, sub-custodian and global custodian networks, allowing for a versatile global network, seamless access to liquidity providers, exchanges, lending and staking platforms, all under the Ripple Custody platform. Very interesting, and I think this is a $1 trillion market cap opportunity. And in my opinion here, once again, Ripple setting themselves up for a significant move. You then kind of start to go under the onion skin. What is building underneath? Why is it important? How can Ripple go into this place? We start to see the world of RLUSD being adopted on things like Revolt, Zero Hash, as well as many other exchanges out there, really setting themselves up for not only just this bull run and this push in price that we talk about, but the reality is a complete shift of financial infrastructure in which I think Ripple and XRP will form a very key part of it. You only have to look at some of the announcements coming out. Brad being with Trump. The fact that we're seeing this from a custody perspective, RLUSD expanding more than ever, all, in my opinion, aligns perfectly. And then the chief compliance officer at the SEC gets yeeted out as well. All very interesting. And I think we're going to continue to see Ripple dominate this space into the big bull market and beyond. I'm hearing people talking about a multi-year bull market, which could be very, very interesting indeed. But let me know what you think about this. Let me know what you think of Ripple custody. How much of a deal is this to you as a Ripple investor? And as always, thank you so much for watching the video. We appreciate all your support recently. Do me a favor though, hit the like button. It takes you no time at all. Check out some of the links in the description as always. And if you haven't already, as many of you guys are, subscribe to the channel, click the button. It's absolutely worth it. Until next time, thanks very much, everybody. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.